Ratchet,
Good evening, my Ratchet Tea family. It's your girl, Menda Renee. It's Wednesday, 8 o'clock, and you know what time it is. It's Ratchet Tea time. I apologize that I wasn't on Sunday with Etienne. He had something to do, and then Child had some allergy issues going on, Child. I don't know. I was around a cat, a dog, a bird, something, Child, and it ruined my eyesight. My eyes, I couldn't see. I looked like I got in a fight with Tyson, honey, okay? It was not a good thing, okay? It was bad. My allergies was horrible. However, I am here tonight for your entertainment pleasure or your educational pleasure, whichever one you choose. So you know what time it is. Grab yourself your favorite cocktail or your cup of coffee or your hot cup of tea and sip. Jump into my comments. And if you just happen to get tipsy off your drink, child, do so. Jump in there, okay? Tonight's going to be a talk about credit. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be very informational. Because a lot of y'all got bad credit. I'm just saying, a lot of y'all got bad credit, especially with the pandemic. A lot of people losing their jobs. So let's talk a little bit about the credit, okay? Let's see how we can get it up, okay, from being in a negative place, okay? So tonight, my drink, okay, it's not the mango margarita, but it's a strawberry concoction of some sort, and it's delicious, okay? So while I'm waiting for a couple people or someone to come up into the house, I lock both the front and the back door, so now you got to come through the garage, okay? The garage door is open, so come on in, okay, because I got to see you when you walk in. Last time somebody was disrespectful coming in the back door, so now I want you to come in through the garage. I got to treat you like the help, okay? The help that you are, you got to treat you like the help, okay? But I'm here, okay? Today is Wednesday. Yes, it is. Okay, just want to make sure I got the right date because I'm a little confused, okay? But I am here, okay? I'm going to sip, okay? And look right at you and be like, oh, that's delicious. Yes, there's some delicious stuff right there. Okay, so how was everyone's day? My day was long, okay? It was super long. And I'm just happy that it's over. Okay, I'm just happy that I'm here with you guys. Okay, so one thing that's on everyone's mind is the Derrick Chovin case. Of course, he was found guilty, as if we didn't know. Okay, but he is absolutely guilty. So kudos. We celebrate for the one day, but we cannot get our feet off the gas because there's still more work to do. You know what I'm saying? There's still more work. That's one case out of how many people have gotten killed and murdered so far. So, what we want to do is we want to celebrate, yay, just for that day. But today we're back to work. We're back to work to making changes and reform. As a matter of fact, today a 16-year-old girl in Chicago got shot. Some girls was trying to jump her. She had a knife. So when she's the one that called the police to tell them to come and help her. And when he came to come help her, he ended up killing her. So there you go. Okay. Good job, police. Not all policemen are bad, but I'm just saying we need a little, we need you cops to chill out. Okay. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if COVID got you crazy, but what we need you to do is to chill out. That's what we need you to do. Okay. Don't do it. Okay. So tonight we're going to talk about credit. So we're going to get right. Oh boy, wait, before I get into it though. Okay. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you what show I'm superly obsessed about, okay, right now. It is called The Circle on Netflix, and it is like the best game show ever. It's about people on social media and how they kind of, I can't even give it away, but just check it out. They don't sponsor me. Even on Netflix, if you want to, honey, drop a check, a coin or something. I'll tell everybody what I watch on Netflix, okay? But The Circle is a super great show. Everyone should see it and watch it. It is super dope, super great. Okay, catch up on it. Okay, so let's get into it. All right. So tonight we're going to talk about credit, which I love to talk about because, you know, if you got bad credit, this is something that you definitely want to get into. Okay. The producer just walked in. All right. From a long day. And the dog is here. Yes, the dog is back. The dog doesn't know how to shut up. I told you he sees everybody every day of his life, but he wants to bark all day. Okay, we're sick of him. Okay, somebody come get the dog. Okay, the owner of this dog, come get him. Thank you. Okay, so here we go. Here's your Jeopardy question of the day. Where did credit come from? So in 1956, engineer Bill Fair teamed up with a mathematician named Earl Isaac to create the Fair, Isaac and Company. Okay, with the goal of creating standardized impartial credit scoring system. Within 2 years, they had begun selling their first credit scoring system. Today, that company goes by a different name, and it's called Fico. That's where you get your Fico score from. So it's called the Fair, Isaac and Company. That's the name. That's what Fico stands for. Fair, Isaac Company. I bet you didn't know that. But that's the Jeopardy question. There you go. Where did credit come from for 2000? Tim Tebow or whoever was the host. That's your Jeopardy question right there. Okay. The current FICO score system debuted in 1989 and has become the industry standard. It is a number between 300 and 850. 850, which some of you guys will never see. Okay. Because y'all just reckless. Okay. Determined by the following factors: by descending level of importance, payment history, amount owed, length of credit history, types of credit used, and recent credit inquiries. All right. And who keeps tracks of those factors? The three major credit bureaus, of course, and they are Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian. Okay. Well, hello there. Interrupting the show much? Okay. Okay. Just interrupt my show, child. Just, I got to go back to the studio because there's too many distractions over here, honey. Just too many. It's just too many. Okay, so what is credit, y'all? Credit is a part of your financial power. It allows you to buy the things you need now, like a loan for a car or applying for a credit card. This is on the premise that you promise to pay the bill later. Not never, but you're going to pay the bill later. Okay, y'all know how some of y'all get. Y'all get some money, somebody loan you something, and you be like, oh man, I'll pay them later. Like later. And then something come up and you be like, I ain't going to pay them. And you forget to pay them, but you really didn't forget to pay them. You know who you are. Okay. Having good credit helps to ensure that you will be able to get the loans when you need them. Okay. What are the types of credit? There are two types of common credits that everyone uses. One is called the revolving credit and installment loans. Okay. Installment loans is a specific amount of money loaned to you for a particular purpose. Okay. Examples of installment loans are student loans and auto loans. You know, those things that you never want to pay, but you really need. Okay. You don't want to pay an auto loan, but you need the car to get to work. Okay. You don't want to pay the student loan, but you need further education to make more money. It's a little crazy. Okay. It gets a little crazy. Okay. So those are the two types of installment loans. Installment loans. Okay. The other type of credit is called revolving credit. This is known as a line of credit. Okay. Revolving credit is known as a line of credit you can keep using after you pay it off. Okay. So you can make purchase on it just as long as the balance stays under the credit limit, which can change over time. So for instance, if you have a credit card that has $5,000 and you spent $300 and you pay that and then you keep it, you keep using it over and over again. That's what it's called. Okay. It can increase or decrease depending on the usage of the card and the lender. So if you max it out at $5,000, you can't use it again until you pay down some more. Okay. So you're going to have to pay down some more credit. All right. Credit cards are the most common type of revolving credit. Okay. Credit cards. Not all credit cards are created equal. Please remember that. Okay. Everyone doesn't get the same credit limit. Everyone doesn't get the same credit terms. Not all credit cards are created equal. All right. All right. There are many factors that make credit cards different from one another. Interest rates. Okay. This is a certain percentage rate the lender charges on the average daily balance on your credit card. The interest rate is added onto the outstanding balance every month. So if you got $5,000, you don't spend $5,000 on your credit card and your interest rate is 29%. Child, I'm going to tell you, you better pay, you better go strip, you better go walk a dog, you better go do something. You better pay off that money, okay? Because that interest rate is going to eat you up, okay? So it's just going to be added. So $5,000 might be $300 more added to your bill every month that you have to pay. Like, who wants to do that? And it just keeps accumulating, all right? So fees, many credit cards charge a fee. All credit cards do not charge the same fee. So it's a usage fee for you to use their card. It could be $45. It could be $100. It could be $200. It could be whatever the lender chooses to set the fee at, okay? The most common fees are annual fees, transaction fees, balance transfer fees, late payment fees, over the credit line fees, and return item fee. You know, over the credit limit, like when you go over $5,000 of your credit that you really didn't have to go over, you went $6,000. Yeah, they're gonna hit you with those over the credit line fee, and it's pretty hefty. Okay. All right, credit limit. What is a credit limit, Menda? A credit limit is a certain amount of credit or loan provided onto the card for personal use. This limit is determined by the lender and is based off your credit score. You want to have good credit, okay? I'm just trying to tell you, you want to have good credit, okay? If you don't take anything away from me today, learn that you need to have good credit, okay? The three major reporting agencies, as I said earlier, are Equifax, TransUnion, and Experian, okay? What is a FICO score? Remember we said it was a Fair, Isaac, and Co. That's what it means, okay? So when you win on Jeopardy, make sure you send some money to me. Like, yes, Menda from Rancher T gave me that answer. She deserves $500,000. Thank you very much. Cash at me. Okay, thanks. Okay, your credit report is used to generate a credit score. The FICO score is the most common and uses ranges from 300, which is considered low, very low. Okay, and in my mother language, it's low, but honey, you got room to grow. It's okay. Not everybody start off at the top, okay? Or poor credit, or is also known as poor credit. 300 is also known as poor credit. Or you be a real mother like me, like, baby, you got poor credit. You need to get that together, okay? To 850, which is high, which is the best credit score. All right. The higher your credit score, the better chances have to be approved for a house loan, a car loan, credit cards, things of that nature. Okay. The credit agencies never disclose how they calculate your FICO score, so don't ask me because I don't know. Okay. How do they calculate that? I don't know, and they don't disclose that. Okay. But if somebody out there knows, let me know. But they don't disclose it. Okay. So you got to be like a hacker to get into that. You know, to be like hack. Yo, that's how I figured out how they do the scores. Okay. All right. So inquiries. There are two types of inquiries that affect your credit scores when applying for credit cards or loans. Okay. So these are factors that kind of affect your credit score. Okay. Hard inquiries. Okay. So every time a potential creditor assesses your credit report score, it is recorded on your report as a hard inquiry. Well, Menda, what does that mean? That means that if you have a lot of these inquiries on your credit report, it can make your credit score go down. That's what that means. That means stop. Just stop. Okay. You're doing too much. That's what that means. Stop. You don't have good credit yet. Just stop it. Okay. All right. And it shows lender that you're trying to open more than one line of credit, and they may choose not to approve you for the loan of the credit card. So hard inquiries. This is not what you don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke. Okay. So hard inquiries include car loans, purchasing a home, and applying for new credit cards. Okay. So if you do, you want to kind of limit how often, maybe once every 2-3 years. You know, you don't want to have too many hard inquiries because it will definitely affect your credit score. It will make it go down. The other one is called a soft inquiry. This is when your credit is being checked to see if they want to loan you money. So examples of soft inquiries are like landlords running your credit to see if they want to rent to you. So that's a soft inquiry. It shows up, but it doesn't hurt your credit. Okay. Okay. What does credit affect? I don't know. Menda, what does credit affect? I'm going to let you know. Having good credit or bad credit affects many things in life, as you should know, whether you have good credit or you got bad credit, okay? It determines if you can get approved for a loan. It influences your interest rate on the credit card. Employers review your credit. Did you know that? Like, you could not get paid for having hired for not having good credit. I mean, I don't know what credit has to do with me working for you, but whatever. Okay, you want to check it? Okay, check it. I'm good. Check it. I'm going to get hired. Okay. All right, I'm going to get hired. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. It's used by landlords to see if they want to rent to you. Maybe they don't like, they say, oh, you got bad credit. I don't want to rent to you, because they just don't want to rent to you. Okay. It determines your student loan eligibility, and then affects the amount you pay for car insurance and homeowners insurance. Did you know that? I hope you do, because they run that stuff, okay? When you be like, oh, I don't like Progressive, I'm switching to Geico. Oh, they're going to run your credit. Have a good day with that, okay? So what is good credit, okay? Good credit means you make all of your payments on time. Every last one of them. All the time. Not some of the time, not most of the time, 1,000% of the time, okay? That makes you have good credit, okay? And that you pay the balances off. So, you pay it off. You have $1,000 worth of debt on your credit card, and you pay it over. Maybe you pay it off in 3 months. Kudos to you. Okay. But you shouldn't have that, So bad credit is just the opposite. Late payments and no pays. That's when you go, girl, I bought that Louis Vuitton on my credit card. Okay. But now I can't afford to pay it. Yeah, you shouldn't have bought it. Okay. You need to go sit down somewhere with your child by. Oh, sit down somewhere, honey. Okay. Credit scores. And what do they mean? If you have any questions, jump into the comments for sure. Okay. I don't know if this is on. Okay. It's on. Okay. So credit scores ranging from 800 to 850 are stated to be exceptional. That is, they are the best of the best. That is as high as you can get. There's no 851. There's no 950. There's not 1,000. It's 850. That's the top. That's the max. Okay. People with this score have a long history of no payments. Didn't I just sit there and tell you no payments? I mean, no late payments. Okay. So you definitely want to have no late payments. Have that good credit. Okay. Consumers with excellent credit scores may receive lower interest rates on mortgages, credit cards, loans, and lines of credit. Because they are deemed to be at low risk for defaulting on their agreements. Having an excellent credit score is particularly useful for qualifying for a personal loan, as it typically more than makes up for a lack of collateral. So I said a lot to say this. Basically, what they're saying is, if you have an 850 and you have no collateral, you don't have a house, you don't have assets, that 850 will make up for that. So if you want to go and get a loan, they'll say, oh, because usually they'd be like, oh, do you have collateral? Do you have a house? Can you put up something? And you'd be like, nah, I ain't got nothing, but I got 850. Oh, you're going to get the loan. You're going to get it. That's just how it works. You're just going to get it, because they're going to be like, oh, you're never going to default. So you're perfect. You're great. So credit scores from 740 to 799 are stated to be very good. This indicates a consumer is generally financially responsible when it comes to money and credit management. Most of their payments include loans, credit cards, utilities, and rental payments that are made on time. Credit card balances are relatively low compared with their credit account limits, meaning that if I have $10,000 worth of credit, my balances, if I got 10,000, my balances might be 100. So that makes my credit looks good. It's very low, and I pay it off every 30 days. So boom, there you go. Just building up my credit. Okay. Credit scores from 670 to 739 are stated to be good. Listen, y'all need to know this. Okay. You need to know where you stand. Okay. You need to know if you could buy that house, because that's what we were talking about. Can I buy the house? Well, let's see what your credit score is. Do you know where your credit score is? Well, we're going to find out right now. Do you fit in these categories? Let's find out. I don't know. I want to know. Give me the tea. Okay. All right. So credit scores from 670 to 739 are stated to be good. You're just good. Okay. A lot of people fit into this category. Maybe not after COVID. However, this is where they are. So places In this range, this places a borrower nearly or slightly above the U.S. consumer. Okay, as the national average FICO score is 711. Okay, as of October 2020. Okay, while they may still learn competitive rates, they're unlikely to command the ideal rates of those in the the higher echelon. Okay, the two higher categories. Okay, and it may be harder for them to qualify for some types of credit. All right. For instance, if a borrower is looking for an unsecured loan with this score, it is vital that they shop around in order to find options that best suit their needs with the fewest drawbacks. Interesting. Okay. Credit scores from 580 to 699 are stated to be fair. That means that you just okay. These people have some dings on their credit history. Y'all know who y'all are, okay? Y'all know. Listen, I wasn't there on it. Listen, I was here for a while. I started from the bottom. Now I'm here, honey. I'm here. Okay. All right. These people have some dings on their credit history, but there are no major delinquencies. Okay. They're still likely to be extended credit by lenders, but not at very competitive rates. So I'm still gonna pay, honey. I'm still gonna pay. Why? Why, Lord? Why? Okay. Why? Okay. Why? Why I gotta pay, Jesus? Why? Okay. Even if their options are limited, borrowers in need of financing can still find solid options for personal loans. Why? I have a drink on that. Why? Yes, why? Okay. Credit scores under 580. Now, let's talk about this, okay? If you have a credit score that is 580 or less, that is considered very poor. And you need to get your stuff together, okay? You need to figure it out, okay? You need to call me. You need to hit me in the DMs immediately so we can figure this out, okay? Because you are horrible, honey. These people have significantly damaged credit history, okay? This may be the result of, what could this be the result of? Multiple defaults. You know, you people that don't like to pay on time. These are these people on different credit products from several different lenders, okay? However, a poor score may also be the result of bankruptcy. Maybe you went bankrupt, but that's okay. But when you go bankrupt, it's only poor for a little bit and it jumps back up 6 months later. We're not talking about those people. We talk about these people that don't ever pay their credit. You know, you got like $50,000 worth of medical bills that you feel like you ain't got to pay, that you didn't want to enter into an agreement, but you could have just simply called and had a settlement. Oh, we could talk about credit repair on another show. Next Wednesday, we'll talk about credit repair. Okay. All right. Now, when you go bankrupt, it will remain on your credit record for 7 years for Chapter 13 and 10 years for Chapter 11. So remember that. But it's going to be the best 10 and 7 years of your life. Okay. Because during that time, you're just going to start regaining your credit and making it better. That's all I got to say. Okay. Now, if you got no credit, it's just like having bad credit. Okay. But everyone's got to start somewhere. Jesus. We all got to start somewhere, Lord. Okay. If you have a very low credit score, say under 350, I'm going to tell you to get yourself together. Get it together. Okay. Chances are you haven't established any accounts because, you know, you got people in your ear like, don't get credit cards, they the devil. Okay. So AKA you'll never have anything unless you cash rich. Okay. And what are the chances of you being cash rich unless you hit the, I'm just saying, I got to be real with some of y'all. Okay. All right. When your mama be like, why you get credit cards? You don't need credit cards. Listen, credit cards is a great tool let me tell you something. That is one of the greatest tools. If you know how to use it and manipulate it, honey, credit is the best. Okay. The best tool that you could ever use in life. Okay. All right. All right. So talk to your local lender about its borrowing requirements when you're approved for your first loan or credit card. Set up responsible repayment patterns immediately to establish a good credit record. Okay. That's what y'all need to do. Okay. So I had a lot of people talk to me about these trade lines. Okay. Because they're like, oh, Menda Renee, I heard about these trade lines. Talk about these trade lines, girl. that's going to boost up my credit because, I'm trying to buy a house. But we're going to get into that. Okay. We're going to get into the trade lines right now. Okay. What is a trade line? Just so you know, okay, you're going to get the real from me. Okay. So a trade line is another name for a credit account that shows up on your credit reports. And each loan and credit card has a separate trade line that includes various information about the creditor and the account. Okay. So how it works. One piece of advice credit experts often give, such as myself, to people looking to establish credit is to ask a family member, not somebody that's going to charge you $400 or $800 or $1,000. Is this mic on? Are you listening? A family member that has good credit, not these people that are charging you money. Okay. This is another tidbit. It's free. Oh, okay. I'm trying to help you out. I'm trying to help somebody out today. Okay. Somebody get the sheet. I feel it. Get the sheet. Okay. All right. So ask a family member to add you as an authorized user on their credit account. All right. If the account has a positive payment history and the primary card holder maintains a low balance relative to their credit limit, it may help you to build your credit. And 9 times out of 10, it's going to help you build your credit. Thank you, Menda Renee, for that. Thank you, Menda Renee. You're welcome. You're so welcome. Okay. You're welcome. It's almost Mother's Day. If you're a mother, there's your tidbit. There's your gift. That's your Mother's Day gift. Okay. All right. So becoming an authorized user may seem similar to buying trade lines. Oh, but there are 2 big differences. When you buy a trade line, listen, the mic is on. When you buy a trade line, you don't know the person who is adding you as an authorized user on their account. You don't know them. Okay. That could be Jose in New Mexico adding you onto their trade line. You know what I'm saying? You don't know. Okay. And you pay them money for access. Why? If you want to pay some money for some trade lines, hit me in the DM. Okay. $800. That's what they charging. Come on. I'll give it to you. Come on. I'll give it to you. I need some cash. Oh, cash at me. Okay. But why? When you could do it for free? Why? Okay. Buying trade lines is done through a third-party service for a fee. I just said it. And prices can reach into the thousands of dollars. Thousands. Okay. So if you got them thousands floating around, I'll share my good credit with you. Okay. Cash at me. Okay. All right. To purchase the trade line, it will typically remain on your credit report as an open account for a short period, after which it will be removed from the credit card account. So let's stop and take a pause here. Okay. So you buy a trade line. Okay. Say it's $50,000. Okay. And you're going to go buy a house. Okay. Now, when you go buy that trade line and you don't spend $1,000, now you need to ask that company, how long is it going to stay on my credit? Because you just heard me say they're going to take it off. So when they put it on your credit, yes, it helps to boost it up. But baby, when they take it off, you're going to go straight down. Okay. So as good as it helped, it's going to hurt. Okay. And it might hurt right before you close on your house. So then you got to spend another $1,000 to try to get that trade line up. I'm just trying to help somebody out here today. Okay. That is the word for the day, honey. Okay. I just feel like I just preached a sermon. Okay. I'm passing the collection plate. Okay. Because this is wonderful. This is absolutely great. Okay. All right. So somebody said, Menda, is it illegal to buy trade lines? So buying trade. I have a live audience over here. Okay. Buying trade lines may be viewed as deceptive by lenders and credit reporting agencies. So no, it is not illegal to buy trade lines, okay? And could even put you in danger of committing bank fraud. How about that? Okay? Credit scores are designed to help lenders determine a borrower's credit worthiness. And most use your credit scores and credit reports to determine whether to approve a credit application and what terms you qualify for. So if you pay money to improve your credit scores without doing any of the work or even getting a card to use, you could be falsely representing your credit worthiness to potential lenders. And let me help you out. Did I just commit it? That's called bank fraud. It's a 35-year sentence. Look it up. Okay, so if that's worth it, honey, let it go. Let it go. Roll with the dice. I'm rolling the dice. Here's the dice. That's for you. That's your dice, okay? Don't call me. Episode 35 told you not to do it. Okay, don't do it. Okay. All right. So, I need to take a sip. Okay, this is good. Ain't this good? He said it's good. Okay, it's good. Okay, what? It's good. It's a field goal. Okay, it's a field goal. Okay. Shot. Bank fraud, y'all. Okay, so if you want it, you can have it, but I don't want it. Okay. All right, and I don't DM me. Okay. Oh, hey, Adrian. He said, what did he say? He said, fire information for an ignorant guy like myself. I don't think nothing's as ignorant. You coming into the light, Adrian. You're coming into the light. Carolyn, go to the light, Carolyn. Adrian, you're the Carolyn tonight, okay? You're the Carolyn. Just go into the light, honey, okay? All right, so where was I? Oh, I just got myself all carried away, child. Okay, bank fraud. We talk about fraud. I got crazy, okay? All right, so with the Fico Score 8 model, which was introduced in 2009, Fico included technology to help reduce the impact of buying trade lines. So the practice may not even give you the boost that you're looking for. So you probably just got swindled out of $1,000. But if you want to say, Menda Renee, here's $1,000, I'll add you onto my trade line. Okay, I ain't gonna take y'all. But you have to pay me every quarter, honey. Okay, you have to pay me every quarter. Okay, that's every 3 months, honey. Okay. I keep you on for life. That's an extra stream of income, okay? I'm just saying, multiple streams of income. I'm into it, okay? All right, so how is buying trade lines different from becoming a traditional authorized user? Here we go. Okay, put on the seatbelt. All right. A traditional authorized user scenario involves you having a family member, someone you know and trust. Someone you know and trust. Not Jose in Mexico. Okay, you don't know Jose. Do you know Jose? I don't know Jose, but he's giving me his credit. Thank you, Jose. But I don't want it, okay? Because you're gonna take me off, and then my credit's gonna drop, and I'm be sad, and I have to work all over again. All right. So I'm gonna go with a family member that I trust, okay? And they add you to their account. In this situation, you do not have to pay the primary account holder unless it's me. Because I'm gonna charge you every quarter, okay? Every 3 months, it's gonna be like a subscription, okay? You want the credit? I need the cash, okay? Cash at me, okay? We do automatic withdrawals, okay? Just go ahead, give it to me, okay? So, and typically get a card linked to the account, which you can use with the primary card's approval to develop good credit habits. Now, if you're gonna do that with a family member, what I always tell my clients is do not get the card. Tell them you don't even want the card. Say, just keep me on for as long as you die, okay? Just keep me on until you die, child, okay? I don't want your card, okay? But remember this, okay, with anything, even with family members, when they use whatever credit they use, so say, for instance, I add Adrian onto my credit card, and it's a $5,000 limit. Now, that limit shows up on his credit, okay? But here's the kicker. Adrian doesn't have the card. I have the card, okay? And I hit hard times, okay? I hit rock bottom, or I just lose my everlasting mind and I want to go out and I want to splurge on this card. So if I spend $5,000 on that card and max it, not only does that show up on my credit, but that also shows up on Adrian's credit, okay? So that's how that works, okay? So if I make a late payment on my side, it's going to show up on Adrian's side as a late payment. Okay, so whatever I do here, it's going to show up on him. So you got to be careful, okay? You got to be careful when you ask family members to help, or even with these trade lines of credit, okay? You know, because whatever they do on one side is going to affect you on the other side, okay? So remember, when you buy a trade line, they're going to kick you off, and it's going to affect your credit score. But the same can happen when you ask a family member to put you on, and they done ran it up, made a late payment, forgot to pay, then it's going to affect your credit as well. So what I always tell people, if you have a family member that got great credit and they have credit cards that they don't use, maybe they put a little Hulu or Netflix subscription on a $10,000 Amex, tell them to put you on that one, the one that they ain't never going to use in life, but the little subscriptions to keep it active. Okay. Those are the ones that you want to be on. Okay. Not the ones that they feel like, oh, I need a new surround sound and big screen TV and a couch. And now they done maxed it out. Okay. No, we don't want to do that. Okay. So buying trade lines will do nothing to help you build good credit habits because you will not be able to use the card for purchases. I just said it. You're not going to use that, okay? In addition, you put yourself in danger of identity theft. See, because don't nobody see. I don't know that, okay? Anytime you give your personal information to strangers, aka the trade line dealers, okay? We got crack dealers, we got weed dealers, and now we got trade line dealers, okay? In the DMs every quarter, hit me up, okay? I got you, okay? All right. Finally, buying trade lines will expose you to risks you could avoid by finding other ways to improve your credit. So as I always say, me and the producer always say, do what's hard now so you can reap the benefit later. Just do what's hard now. Just do it. Just do it. Okay, just do what's hard now. You'll reap the benefit later and you'll enjoy. Listen, you'll even appreciate it more because you'll pat yourself on the back and say, man, I did that on my own. You know what I'm saying? And you save a couple bucks. All right. So here are some alternatives for improving your credit score fast. Okay. 1, pay down credit card debt. Okay. So if you have credit card debt, pay it down. Start from your smallest one. Okay. And then work your way up. What I typically tell my clients is this. So if I have 3 credits, I'm just going to use a 3 credit card scenario. If I have one credit card for $100 that has $100 on it, a credit card for $200, and then I have another credit card for $300. What I'm going to do is snowball my $100 one first and pay just the minimum balance of the $200 and $300. Now, when that $100 one is done, I'm going to start snowballing on my $200 credit card limit and then make the minimum payments on my $300 one. Then when my $200 credit card is snowballed and gone, I'm going to take that money and snowball my $300 credit card. And guess what? Now I'm out of debt. Paying down your credit card fast. You're welcome. Okay. That was good. Okay. The number 2, what you want to do is dispute credit report inaccuracies. A lot of people don't understand that your credit report also can go down because you have 20 addresses on it. Okay. You live in Florida, but you got 10 addresses from Texas. Go and clean that up. It'll help clean up your credit. You got other people's stuff on your credit that shouldn't be. You got stuff that should have been disputed years ago, but it's still on your credit. So you need to go ahead and look at your credit, pull it, and go ahead and clean that up. Okay, that's going to help increase your credit score. Okay, all right. Here's a little kicker. I don't know if anyone knew this or not, but honey, here's a little tidbit. I'm going to take a sip because this is good. This is going to be really good for somebody out here in the world trying to get their credit up. Okay. I'm not trying to sell you something. I'm just trying to give you the information to the people because I love the people, because I live for the people, because I love the people. I love the people. Here you go. Here's a tidbit. Okay. Get credit for utility and your telephone payments. So you say, Menda Renee, we could do that now? Absolutely. As long as you pay it on time. Okay. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it if you ain't paying your electric bill on time. Okay. And in full. Don't do it. Okay. Because it's gonna jack you up. Don't do it if you don't pay your cell phone bill on time. Don't do it. It's gonna mess you up. I promise you. But if you pay your utility bills on time and your phone on time, this is for you. Okay. All right. So historically, utility and telecom payments haven't been included in your credit scores. However, Experian Boost, they're the only ones that do it. Go to Experian.com and they can boost up your credit. Okay. You're welcome. Okay. You can now get credit for making these regular monthly payments on time in full. Okay. You opt in to allow Experian to identify your utility and telecom payment history, verify the data, and confirm you want to include it in your Experian credit file. Once you do so, your FICO score will be updated immediately, possibly resulting in a credit score boost. Boom. I'm done. I'm just telling you, I'm just done for tonight. I'm just saying, I'm so great. I don't need nobody to tell me I'm great because I'm great. I can tell myself I'm great. Producer, am I great? He gave me the thumbs up. I'm going to take a sip. Okay? Because he gave me the thumbs up. That's all I need. Okay? There you go. If you didn't know, now you know. Okay? Will, what about rent on time? Unfortunately, they don't record that yet. But with every year, all the laws are changing. Just like the laws of the land, credit laws are always changes as well. And maybe, hey, it might not be this year, it might not be next year, it could be the following year that people should get credit for rent. I agree. If I pay my rent on time, I should be reported to the credit bureau for having timely stuff. Okay? Okay? All right. So I hope you found it so interesting. I hope you found it very informational. So what I want everyone to do is take a moment and repeat to yourself. Say, today is the first day. No, don't say today. Say tomorrow, because today is almost over. Okay, you're not gonna keep it. Say tomorrow. Whatever your name is, Menda Renee, Adrian Lynch, William Reed, will focus on developing good credit habits. And take a deep breath in. And take a deep breath out. And take a deep breath in. And drop some money in my Patreon, okay? Patreon.com/Ratchet T Podcast. That's what you need to do. Drop me some coins, okay? Because I just high-fived you. Y'all not ready. Y'all not ready, okay? But no, seriously, you need to say, tomorrow I will focus on developing good credit habits. And this is what I want you to do, okay? You can get your credit report one time per year for free. You could go to www.experian.com. No, I'm not sponsored by these credit bureaus, but I'm going to give it to you because I love the people. Or call 1-888-397-3742. I will go ahead and put that in the inbox, okay? Aunt Williams, bad. What that mean? I don't know what that means. What does that mean? Aunt, what does that mean? Bad. Okay. Or go to www.transunion.com, or you can call 1-800-916-8800, or you can go to www.equifax.com or call 1-888-548-7878. And every year you could get your credit score for free one time a year. So what I would say, since we done breathed in and say we're going to focus on creating good credit habits, okay? It means awesome. Oh, okay. Thank you. I appreciate it. Yes. High five. Oop. Okay, there it is. Whoop, whoop. All right. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put all this, the information where you can get your credit scores for free one time a year. And what I want you to do is actually go and pull your credit score. Okay. I know they have Credit Karma out there. I'm not a Credit Karma hater, but what Credit Karma does is it will make your score seem lower than what it actually is. Is it a good credit monitoring tool? Absolutely. Will it tell you if something hit your credit? Well, yes, absolutely. It's a great monitoring tool for your credit. However, it does not reflect your true credit score. So those are the three agencies that when you pull it, you'll be like, man, on Credit Karma, I was at 680. On Experian, you might be at 690 or 700. So that makes a difference. Okay. So really learn where you're getting your information from. Okay. So I'm going to put that in the comments. Okay. At the end of the show. So then you guys will have it. And then you guys can be like, thank you, Menda Renee. You know, you're the best because you love the people. Okay. You live for the people because you love the people for sure. Okay. And then what we will do is, I think that's all I got. You got anything for the people? You got anything for the people, producer? The producer has nothing. He is speechless. I did a good job. Somebody get the sheet, honey. Okay. I'm about to go get the sheet right now. I'm about to get the sheet and go to bed. Okay. If you missed the broadcast, unfortunately, I'm done. I get in and I get out. So listen, you guys ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here. Okay. I'm closing the garage door. Okay? Because I'm tired of all y'all being in my house. Okay? Y'all don't put y'all feet on my couch. Y'all done left dishes in the sink. Okay? And I done gave you all this good value. You got to get out of here. Okay? All right? So catch me Sunday at 7 o'clock. I will be with Etienne. I will hopefully be in the studio. Are we going to be in the studio? We're going to be in the studio? We're going to be in the studio because I miss the studio. Okay? I got dogs barking here. I got producers walking in. Children working my dang on nerve. Child, we're going to be in the studio on Sunday at 7 o'clock. You can catch me and Etienne there. We'll be, chopping it up together. Then on Wednesday at 8 o'clock, I will be here again, honey, for the people because I love the people. Okay, we're going to talk a little bit more about credit. We're going to talk a little bit more about buying houses. If you missed the video last week on Wednesday, we were talking about how to buy a house. We're going to get into it all. So, we make it do what it do, honey. Okay. So until Sunday. Until Sunday, it's your girl, Menda Renee. And you know what time it is. This is Ratchet T, and I'm out this bed. Menda Renee. Peace.